Welcome back to the Money Show, and we understand that there are plethora of funds that are available in the market to invest your hard-earned money. But how do you assess that which is the right fund for your portfolio, and what are the criteria that one should look at? To help you navigate through this maze, we have on board Pankaj Mathpal, who is the MD at Optima Money Managers. And also do not forget to send us your portfolio-related queries on a WhatsApp number, that is 865-797-4571, or you can also email us your queries on themoneyshow@etnow.tv. So Pankaj, let's get started taking all our viewer queries, and the first one is a caller connected live with us, and his name is Ritesh. Hi, very good evening, Ritesh. Pankaj is online and he's there to help you with the queries. Take it away.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Ritesh. Please go on and ask your query to Pankaj.
Yes, Mr. Pankaj, I am interested to invest in a index-based mutual fund in the mid-cap space. I am trying to compare between Nifty Midcap 50 versus Nifty Midcap 150 index. Which one do you recommend? Should I go with Nifty 50 Midcap or Nifty Midcap 150?
See, Ritesh, both are mid-cap funds. So Nifty 50, because it is it has a concentrated portfolio. There are 50 stocks, and if you talk about Nifty Midcap 150, there are 150 stocks. So if your risk appetite is little higher, you can go for a conservative, a concentrated portfolio, means Nifty Midcap 50. Otherwise, because Nifty Midcap 150 has a very well diversified portfolio of 150 stocks, for long term, I believe that that will be better.
Okay, Ritesh, hope that helps resolve your query. Any other question for Pankaj then?
No, it's long term, then I'll prefer for 150. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you so much for connecting with us. But let's move on, Pankaj. The next query that we have is an email query coming in from Ajay Chauhan. He says that he's 42 years old currently and he's investing in 4 funds. ICICI Prudential Small Cap, where he's putting 1,500 rupees. He's putting another 1,500 in Kotak Emerging Equity, SBI Large Cap, Large and Mid Cap Fund for another 1,500, and lastly he has HDFC Flexi Cap in his portfolio. His goal is 50 lakh rupees in 18 years. He started investing since last month itself. So just he wanted to review his portfolio and any suggestions in order to achieve the goal. And do you believe that this target is achievable?
Actually, as we know that mutual funds don't guarantee returns. So if we calculate at a CAGR of 12%, with 6,000 per month in 18 years, Ajay can expect around 43 lakh. But his target is 50 lakhs, so he should increase his SIP amount by 1,000 every month, so he can make it to 7,000 from now onwards. Or if that is not possible, then over a period of time, he can increase the investment. So that is possible because 18 is a long term. One thing I would like to add here, so difference is not much between 43 and 50 lakh. That is quite achievable by increasing only 1,000 rupees, or he increases in future. But whether 50 lakh target is correct, whether he has considered inflation, because when we consider long-term financial goals, inflation is one thing one must factor in. So if it is 50 lakh, he has done with the, he has considered this thing inflation, then it is fine. Otherwise, he should increase the target.
Okay, so that's the resolution for query number 2. But moving on to query 3 now, and we have Shiva from Bangalore connected with us live. Very good evening, Shiva. Please go on and ask your question to Pankaj.
Yeah, good evening. So my question is, actually I am planning for a retirement.
Okay.
So I want to start investing about 1 lakh every month for the next 4 to 5 years. And then hold on for that for another 10 years. So I'm currently investing in some 5 to 6 funds, mutual funds. So just wanted to know if I can continue with those funds.
Okay, Shiva, may we know that what is your age and then maybe depending for the next 10 to 15 years where you wish to invest in, that money you believe will be sufficient?
Yeah, because I have other incomes as well, like rental
Okay.
income.
So
And
Shiva, your age, please.
44 is my age.
Okay. Pankaj, Shiva is 44 years in age. 10 to 15 years from now, he's planning for a retirement and currently investing. And he also has some funds in his portfolio. I'll just tell those names to our viewers and to you as well. He has written to us that he has UTI Nifty 50 index, UTI Nifty 50, Nifty Next 50 index, PPFAS Flexi Cap, as well as HDFC Small Cap, HDFC Flexi Cap, ICICI Nifty Midcap 150 index. So a lot many names out there. So how do you see these funds in Pankaj, as well as what will be your suggestion going ahead?
Exactly. See, Jinshu, you have good funds in a portfolio, but only thing is that like large cap, you have Nifty 50 as well as Nifty Next 50. So an international fund is missing in a portfolio. So my suggestion, because you are planning to stay invested, though you want to invest only for next few years, but then you'll stay invested for 10, 15 years. That is what you mentioned. So considering that fact, I suggest you that you should also add one international fund to your portfolio. So Nifty 50, you can cancel your SIP in that. Instead of that, you can you already have Nifty Next 50. You can continue with this. And as you stop your SIP, one SIP, you can start SIP in one international fund. In international, you can consider like ICICI Prudential US Blue Chip Fund, which is a active fund, or in passive category, if you prefer index funds, then you can consider Motilal Oswal Nasdaq 100 fund of funds. So that is the suggestion to you. Rest everything is good. You are planning to invest 1 lakh per month, and as you said, that stay invested even after you stop your SIPs.
Okay, so that's the resolution for Shiva. Shiva, was it? Were you satisfied, or you want to put up some more questions to Pankaj then?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, and we were just having a discussion on retirement, Shiva. Maybe if you want to go back to the social media handles and then look at it, maybe it will help you plan your retirement in a better way. Even Pankaj was guiding us on the same. We're moving on to the next query then, and that one is coming from Jishnu from Kerala. He says that he is 33-year-old and would like to query regarding my wife's portfolio. He is saving 35% of his monthly savings in fixed allocation and 65% of the rest in equities. And he has been investing in equities for the past 4 years and been stepping up his SIP by at least 15 to 20% every year. Currently, he managed to build an equity corpus of around 8 lakhs from the above funds, and all are doing reasonably well. His question is is his investment time frame, which is 15 to 20 years, and he wished to generate at least 5 crores within that time frame, is that achievable? Firstly, and he also adds that he has a child which is 2 years old currently, and will these funds can be used for his education and also plan his retirement? He usually do a lump sum when he gets bonus, etc. So also wish to step up the SIP by 15 to 20% every year. He has a good risk appetite. About 65% of his investment is in equity market, Pankaj, and emergency corpus is also saved as FD. So what about the funds that are having the fund allocation, and how should he go about it then?
Srishti, I do not have information about the schemes he has in his portfolio, but what I suggest that he should have investment across different segments like large cap, mid cap, small cap, because when we are planning for 15, 20 years, then definitely all the segments, all the sectors should be in portfolio, as well as domestic and international. So diversification across the sectors and geographical, that will help him achieving his goal. Second thing is, as he mentioned, that he invests 65% of his portfolio in equity. That is good, but he is not available on his phone with us. Otherwise, I could ask him his risk appetite. If he has good risk appetite, I think he's mentioned that. So he can consider increasing his equity allocation at this moment. Later, when he is near to his goals, then systematically he can reduce, he can switch from equity to debt. But right now, because he wants to accumulate a big corpus for retirement as well as for his child's education. So suggestion here is that he should increase his equity allocation if he can, or he can manage that risk. I mean, he has risk appetite for that. He should increase his equity allocation.
Okay, so 65% is the allocation, and the suggestion is that you can increase that. We don't have the name of your fund, so maybe we could have suggested you in a better way, but nevertheless, maybe next time. But with this, we let you go on that. Pankaj, thank you so much for joining us today on ET Now and helping all our viewers resolve their queries. But with this, viewers, it's also time's up on this edition of The Money Show. It's a goodbye from me and the entire team who put this show together. Thank you so much for watching.